Okay, we got a beautiful gray day, a little bit of fog and overcast. Sure did. Call 911, Grampy's on the roof again. Got the mask off now. Okay. This roof is nice and stiff. There's no spring chicken. No spring chicken. Not going to be able to see how the underlayment comes to the drip edge, unfortunately. Missing a few granules here, we're showing signs of its age. Looks like it's probably a 30-year roof, something like that. Not sure, but they don't last 30 years. Alright. In North Texas, most insurance companies do not like to start a relationship with a roof. It's over 14 years old. We're missing a lot of granules here. A lot of granules. So I'm not saying you can't get insurance, I'm just saying replacement insurance. A lot of loose granules. There's an inspector's colloquialism. Did I get that right? That all roofs look good when they're wet. We've got some torn shingles along this edge. And some of this insulation is giving up the ghost here. Now the main insulation looks like it still has some integrity, but this outer skin's tearing off. Trees, this is called the service drop. This is called the drip loop, which that's not a really good drip loop, by the way. It goes down quite a ways, so you probably won't have a problem with it. But I really wouldn't, I wouldn't classify that as a loop. Okay, this is a service drop here. Weatherhead, service, entrance, conduit. This cable, the original cable, but the service drop cable. Okay, it looks like it's relatively recent installation. The tree shouldn't be touching the service loop, the service drop. And the line should not be closer to the roof than 3 feet. That looks like it's pushing it just a little bit. Swimming pool, diving board, take the diving board off. Nice brittle. We got, if that's a power vent, then we got kind of an issue. We got some repairs over here. Sure do. The repairs right in there. Okay. Repairs here. Okay. Got some repairs and algae on a roof. This home faces east, so that's west. So when you get this kind of algae on a roof like this, we're not really facing north. Let's see what north looks like. Oh yeah, we got it over here for sure. When you get this much accumulation, it's an old roof. It just is. Massive wind turbines. This is probably an oversized vent for a kitchen. It's the nearest I can tell. I don't know. This is corrugated R panels over the patio. And they can get pretty beat up and still be serviceable. From this side, it's just difficult to say. I'm probably easier to find hail damage on the bottom side of it. Yeah, this is all worn. This is a good illustration. I like illustrations. See the water coming off of the roof? We do not have a rain diverter to keep the water from crashing onto the condensing unit. So we're going to mention that in another video, yet to be seen. Coming on along. When this home was built, it was okay not to have a chimney cap. They weren't required. But they are now. They are now, so I'm going to call that a deficiency. Screen's a little tight, but that's okay. We could have had some corbelling. I mean, we have corbelling. We could have had the parge coat inside of here. We could have done that, but we didn't. Crown itself, I mean, you know, it's got some weak spots in it. Water's going to start migrating in there. Just saying. I sound whiny today. Alright, so this is a furnace and water heater flues, no doubt. No doubt, but probably. You see rust on the shingles underneath here? That comes from your heat exchanger. So if this hasn't been replaced since the roof, probably has, but anyway, but if this hasn't been replaced since the roof, then we've got a, you know, that is called a clue. That's a symptom. TV antennas, satellite dishes that should not be mounted to the roof like this. Alright, they have special brackets that you're only going to see in the illustration that I'm going to provide with the inspection report. It's the only place I've ever seen one. Got it in a roofing class, and I said, this is how you're supposed to do it. And that illustration is the only thing I've ever seen. Algae, antenna on the roof. Put holes in your roof like that. You think they're going to leak? I do. Again, missing granules. What I'm not noticing is impact damage. All roofs look good when they're wet. I don't see impact damage. I don't see any really torn or missing shingles to mention. You know, too many to note. That ridge over there, that's what we learned. We learned that this is an old, stiff, brittle roof. We learned that, and by old, we mean that we learned that there's a lot of missing aggregate. A lot of missing aggregate on this roof. There's a little rust under that one too, I don't understand. I do think this goes to the kitchen though. I don't know. I haven't been inside yet. Hey, if I get down there safe, everything will be alright.